G'day. Today we're going to look at chess strategy versus a much stronger opponent. Um, so someone who's 100, 200 points above you, um, you're not likely to win, especially if you get into the middle or end game. So what you want to be doing is having a quick game. So you want to be going for a checkmate early. See here, I was going for easy checkmate. He needs to block. Um, because if you get to the middle game, end game, uh, where the complexity is reduced, they're just going to be able to beat you. And like if you're even material, um, and the complexity is less, why wouldn't they beat you? If you were able to beat them at that stage, then you would be higher ranked. So what you want to be doing from the beginning is trying to put pressure to get a quick checkmate. That means you'll never trade queens. You might accept a loss of material for position, like here, right? So I'm thinking this might be good just to even open this up. Um, but I want to disguise what I'm doing there. So, but if I move over my queen one, he's just going to put pressure there. I do have bishop pressure there. So if I had my knight coming to here eventually, I'd have 3 points on that f7 square. And you can see right off the gate, I'm going for checkmate. I'm going to be willing to sacrifice material to try and get that right away. The other advantage of going for that is to increase the complexity early on. So either he's going to make a mistake because of the complexity, or he's going to run out of time. He might lose on time because he's analyzing to a higher depth than you are, and it takes him more time to analyze all those positions, and then he loses on time. So you can see we're right down +2, but we got some strength on the side. Notice like all his pieces here are not involved in the game, right? So we have some that could be, getting into the game in this way. Um, so even though we're down +2 here, potentially we can turn this into a win. So like in this, I would prefer that he takes with either of these, and then I can open up my rook here. We'll see if he does. Okay, so he wants to get that bishop out of the way. Um, I prefer with the trade to get my knight closer up. So if I'm going to take this trade, I want to take it here. Now he probably push up. Oh, he doesn't push up. Well, before I take, would it be better to take with the pawn with the idea of getting somewhere over here. Maybe reinforcing that bishop, right? Because it's nice to be able to play like a knight protection on the queen endpoint there. But right now, just because I have the bishop on here, yeah, as soon as I take this, I expect him to go for a swap here. Otherwise, yep, okay. So, do I take the bishop first, weakening there, and then take opening up that H file? Yeah, because once I take his bishop's here, he's going to protect. Actually, I really don't want his queen to be able to get into this. Yeah, I'm just noticing now too that he's going to take for my queen there. Might do this backwards though. In that I'm pushing. No, we'll just take. Keep it simple. Okay, so we got mate opportunity. Now we just got to get that bishop out of the way. Now he's going to want to do a trade here. Queen trade. Just wondering the best way to block that. Push up here. He can't take with his bishop because he leaves the mate open. And now I can get my knight involved. Like, I really expect this. I really don't want to make that trade, but if I have to, then there is an idea of knight, knight, targeting here. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay, so he does go for the trade. I don't necessarily have to take it. I might try to avoid because he's going to block my ability to castle then, which will be my last chance to try and get a good offensive attack there. The problem is I think he's going to try and make a queen trade happen regardless. It'd be nice if I'd be able to use this to put the king in check. I don't see a way around this. I really want to be able to castle. I got nothing left to put pressure on this bishop. So I gotta watch him coming to here if I move over. Yeah, so he's gonna get that there. So I can move here, which he's not expecting. His knight can't put me back in check. The idea of getting to that h8 square. Now if he opens up either of these, we are going to lose our ability to get that mate. I kind of almost like this move. Opens, and then I'm going to be stuck there though, because he's going to be guarding that h8 square. Okay, I think we'll go for a different file. Right, because he can't take when I go there, so I'll have a check. Now he is up +4, but I still have the momentum. Yeah, see with that queen trade where we really don't have the amount of pieces we'd like to try and mount this offensive. And really, if we lose one more, we're not going to have any chance, right? He's up the minor piece and the pawn, right? But his rook isn't doing anything here. And same going for material, right? He got the pawn, but by doing so, these two are out of the game, right? We have 3 pieces that are fully in the game here. He really still can't take here because I'll put him in a bad spot, but I'm just wondering if I prefer here, right? Because king can't take, check, and bishop can't take. So I'll weaken that structure a bit more. Interesting. All right, well, we're going to block the escape and have here, so he can't leave. He's looking in a bad spot. This might be made in 2 or 3. So he made a few errors, which is what we're looking for, right? You're putting pressure on constantly. It might be underestimated if you're a lower level, or underestimating the aggressiveness early on. Yeah, I think that was mate in 2, right? Yeah, he can only go back, and that's basically it. If he tries to come here, it does nothing. We'll see where he lost the advantage, right? So he was up +4, right? But that didn't help him in the end. So you can see -6.5, he has the advantage. We take -6.5, so he has the advantage of material. Still strong. See, that was his mistake there. Right, because I can put him in check here. Even if he takes, it's weak. He still technically has the advantage here. actually lost by moving over. And yeah, that's the fatal flaw there. So mate in 10, mate in 1. How did we skip from 10? Okay, because he should have been pushing up there. Okay, well, that quick game kind of shows how you can get an early checkmate. We didn't have the queen, but we still had enough, barely. You know, 2 rooks and a knight. If he made all the correct moves, not always enough to checkmate, but in this case it was.